and it's really based on Rod Emerson's cartoon today, which is pretty cutting. I'll put it up for you. Rod Emerson from the Herald, I think. So Rod Emerson's cartoon, for those who are on the audio podcast, have a picture. Do you notice the belly and the button done up in the middle? That's becoming a bit of a
prime ministerial puku.
Yeah. With one of the, I guess, spokesperson for the Japanese government saying, apparently, speaking of Mr. Luxon, for those listening, apparently this is an A-list New Zealand business delegation led by a C-list Prime Minister. Ouch. And look, I've had people contacting me, think if you spin it just slightly, if it's pretty much the same delegation, because it seems like it is. Fonterra was there, Christchurch Airport was, feels like there's some similar things. And Luxon is talking about the ones that went over under Labour being C-listers, and this is the A team, but the team is pretty much the same. Is he just projecting as to the quality of Jacinda over the quality of him? Is he going, well, all these guys that were with me, they were only C-listers under Jacinda because her star shone so brightly. She was an A-lister. But because I'm only a C-lister, the same guys, they appear better. So they're A-listers compared to me, but they're only C-listers compared to her. I thought it was quite a nice little idea. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it's a nice little idea. And projection mucks. But it does still have that it smacks of that kind of schoolboy, the party last weekend at that guy's house was really stink, but my party's going to be cool because I'm cool. You know what I mean? It smacks of just petty patheticness. And it actually, in my opinion, demonstrates weakness, Chewy. It demonstrates small-mindedness and weakness, that you're going to put down the delegation to work on trade and tourism just because it was under a red banner rather than a blue banner. You know what I mean? It's kind of, it's not even ugly. It's just petty and it's schoolboy bullshit. Someone who's got maybe low self-esteem and is trying to big up themselves by showing how much better they are than the other guys.
It's also quite different from how these sort of things have been handled in the past. Like traditionally, even with a change of government, they've never, at least to my knowledge, put down the other team and what they've done in the past with the trade delegation. It's all been, more than anything else, a united front that these trade delegations are there to promote New Zealand and New Zealand business and grow markets and all of that sort of stuff. So I think that's what I found so jarring about Luxon's comments, that he was, in an effort of shit-talking the previous administration, shit-talking everybody associated with the last trade mission. Just very weird.
Yeah. And it's not his first, He's said a few things about the country and how pathetic XYZ is and talking us down overseas. I know I've said it once, maybe even twice already, but it's a little bit like when he's not around, he wants to make sure everyone knows how important he is. Like, look, we've done it right because I'm the shit and we do it proper, not like those last guys. And these people are pathetic and this is bad, but I'm great. We've talked about this before. Intelligent people never need to tell people they're intelligent. I'm really smart. Yeah. And so if he's continually talking everyone else down, is there a projection thing going on here? And I'm not taking the piss. I'm being serious. If he's continually talking down, is Jacinda still living rent-free in his brain, and the height of popularity she got to? And does he feel he has to actually kind of try and convince people that they're the good ones, we're the right ones, last guy's bad, we good, which I guess does go into that repetitive theme of Labour bad. They're just doing it everywhere. Labour bad, even overseas, even if it's going to hurt or make New Zealand look petty, he's still going Labour bad. Anyhow, this is just a slice of a section of the conversation. Kieran wasn't on breakfast this morning, but our mate the Bish was there and they talked a bit about it. Let's have a quick listen. It's only 90 seconds.
Hey, look, I want to start this morning. Chris, the Prime Minister, called previous business delegations C-listers. It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he himself has said he could have expressed himself better. I think he's just trying to make the point that he's really trying to lift our game on the world stage, and he's doing quite a lot of international travel and taking business delegations with him.
Yeah, by talking about how crap New Zealand's been up until when I was in charge. You know, it's yeah, and it's not the first time. Again, it's not the first time he's said crappy things about New Zealand or New Zealanders or individual New Zealanders when he's been doing an international, official in his international official capacity.
Sounds like this Japan trip has been very successful, and that's really important. Getting the Prime Minister out there on the world stage, lifting that engagement. Japan, a very important security and also trade partner for New Zealand as well. Sounds like it's been a great trip, notwithstanding the plane drama again.
Oh, another pivot.
Yeah, hey, look, and I do want to get to that. And yes, and I completely understand, in terms of wanting to take a delegation up to Japan, but C-listers, I think it was a bit harsh. Tangi, I mean, what is that saying about the delegations that Labour, as the last government, took on these trade delegations, on these trade trips?
You mean the same people, Jenny May? The exact same people that are on the trip today? Those people?
Well, it's not a good look from the Prime Minister, is it, really? I mean, Japan is really important in terms of our ongoing relationship between Japan and New Zealand. But for the Prime Minister to basically reflect on chairs and CEOs of organisations and companies like Fonterra, like Air New Zealand, and the like is rather unfortunate. I know that we're getting used to the Prime Minister travelling overseas and slagging Kiwis off, but none of us really thought that would mean that his own travel companions would be the ones that would be slagged off this time around.
Yeah, wow. Very good.
Jump right in there, Tangi.
But very true as well. The people that he threw under the bus ended up. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to read too much into it, but does it reek of not reading the room that you don't realise you're throwing the people who are on the trade mission with you this time around under the bus by calling them C-listers? Obviously, it didn't. Is he trying to be cool to the guys on ZB? Just being, I'm just going to say, I'm going to be real and just say things that aren't. I'm no barriers on me.
I mean, does it seem like someone that is so across the details that he knows who went on the last trade delegation and who's with him now, that he can literally look at who's there?
Yeah.
Does it look like someone who has advisors that are making sure that he's across these facts, that he listens to people?
But Chewy, they've got seven social media people, so they must be doing something right. 7 people for social media.
Does it look like this is someone that can sing their own praises without shitting on the efforts of someone else? Like that. Yeah. That's the thing. He could have very well said something very similar to what he did by just saying, this is a high-powered trade delegation. We've picked them very well. They're going to do great things for New Zealand. You can talk about what you're doing. Don't compare it to anybody else. Yeah. The losing is in the comparison. You lose class. You can get pulled up on details like, you do know they're the same trade delegation, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's someone that, how would I say this? It just shows that it's someone that is not very good at the job that he's doing.
Heard that somewhere before.
Yeah. It came to me in a fever dream.
It's the idea of, how do you put yourself on the top of the heap? You either overcome, you overperform, you perform better, you do better, and you get above, or what you do is you try and pull other people down below your level. And those people are just like, you are an energy vampire. The kind of people that try and tear people down to try and make themselves seem more important. The worst kind of people. Just the worst.